A dangerous and growing inequality and lack of upward mobility that has jeopardized middle-class America's basic bargain. That if you work hard, you have a chance to get ahead. If you work hard, you should make a decent living. I'm going to keep pushing until we get a higher minimum wage for hard-working Americans across the entire country.
It is such a childish belief to claim that Americans are inherently entitled to a living wage. Minimum skills plus minimum education plus minimum experience usually results in minimum pay. And no matter how much this idea contradicts the emotions you're feeling right now, it's fundamental. Low-level jobs rarely produce mid-level salaries. See, what American liberals fail to understand is that your wage is a price. It's a price you set for your labor. And this concept applies to all people of all ethnicities and gender. The salary or wage you accept for a job is the value you place on your labor. But I know many of you disagree. You believe the government should dictate how much a business pays its employees. You believe in mandating a minimum wage. But let me ask you, why do you stop there? Scholar Thomas Krannawitter presents an interesting question for those who support minimum wage. If we can dictate minimum wage for businesses, why can we not dictate the minimum number of employees each business has to hire? You know, to abolish unemployment. Let's do this. Let's count the number of unemployed Americans, divide that total by the number of businesses in America, and let's force each business to hire a percent of the unemployed. Boom! Unemployment solved. To ensure that each business can pay their employees a living wage, our government should just dictate the price of goods and services. I mean, it is in the best interests of the collective to ensure that businesses with employees are able to provide for their employees. But in the efforts of guaranteeing livable wages, we'd also need to dictate spending habits. I mean, if we don't, people may not purchase certain products and those poor workers will go hungry. So we should force people to purchase specific products, you know, to prevent those employees from going hungry. Essentially, we need to rid America of economic inequality, and we should start by forcibly redistributing America's wealth evenly. That's all we want. Equality, right? This country has perverted the engine of business. If you are unhappy with your wage, if you feel your human capital is worth more, go find an employer that will pay it. It is not the burden of the employer. It is the value the employee places on their own labor.
Hear so much about the greed of business. Well, frankly, I'd like to hear a little more about the courage, generosity, and creativity of business. I'd like to hear it pointed out that entrepreneurs don't have guaranteed annual incomes. Before they can turn a profit, they must anticipate and deliver what consumers want.